Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a little bit of a change in things. I decided to change things up and start doing some of the requests that people have been leaving as an actual flight. So this following one, this is from Medan, Medan. Please correct me if I'm incorrect in saying that. Medan to Jakarta Airport, Soekarno-Hatta International, from Kuala Namu International. So Kuala Namu is where I'm leaving, and Soekarno-Hatta is where I am arriving. We are operating a CityLink A320 Classic, as you can see. We're going to be operating between these two cities. Is a simple, small little charter or small little service between the two cities. I'll be doing a full startup from cold and dark. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I've kind of given up. In terms of I've attempted to do a bunch of like starting videos, like this is the first video on this channel, this is the first video on this channel, this is the first video on this channel. At this point, I don't really care, so I am just going to do a video. Config. I'm not doing this on any network or with anything else, simply because I don't want to risk. Well, my computer should be able to handle it, but I don't want to. That's why. I did not select the correct aircraft when I was doing the sim brief. Oops. Never mind, you're in a lot less than what we're doing. Alright, go. Now we can do a plugins. Calibrated.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
I do hope I'm actually able to hear. I do hear the aircraft, that's good. Alright. That is everything. We'll go ahead.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Taxi. I don't know why I can't hear the thing at all. It's really weird. I'll have to take a look at the thing, but just can't seem to hear it.
Some doors are still opened, or the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
Set this up to
I'm waiting for all of
10,000
them closed
initially.
and disconnected, then I will proceed.
And what is the local pilot view? I'll change that afterwards. I got a new mod called X Camera that helps with being able to see or edit camera angles and whatnot. I used it for a project of mine that I was doing at school, and I can use it now as well.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted.
Alright.
Kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
So we are lifted. Go ahead and release parking brake.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
We'll check Left clear. And right clear. Alright. Go ahead and start engines. Engine 1. Actually, I believe it's engine 2 first. Never mind. Engine 2 up and running. I will be turning down the floodlights. Keeping the integrated lights nice and high. There we go. Good engine 2 start. Wait for that to power up. There we go. Kind of. I want to wait for this to say ready. Unless it already did. I probably missed it. I'm looking at the charts. Oh, there it is. Available.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Beautiful. I don't know if you guys heard, but that was a hydraulic PTU. One of the best sounds that that this thing can make. Alright. And we don't have a controller on for today, so we are just going to basically fake the whole bit about having clearance. Clearance for takeoff. So strobe lights on, all lights on and appropriate, seatbelt signs, emergency lights armed, all lights extinguished on the overhead panel. So let's go ahead and line this sucker up. Alright, final check. All brakes, max signs on, cabin ready, spoilers armed, flaps for takeoff. Takeoff config is normal. Ladies and gentlemen, SeaLink Niner 19er clear for takeoff. Alright, check 50%. Stable. Push this to flex, SRS green, runway green. I'm in nav blue. Water pressure. Release. 100 knots, continue. V1 rotate. positive rate. Gear up. I don't actually know what that is. If someone could explain it in the comment section what that is and how to get rid of it, that would be much appreciated. Alright, we'll go ahead and bring this back down to climb. So climb and nav both green. Start making that left-hand turn. Oop, a little bit too sharp. There we go. Even if we overshoot it just a bit, that's perfectly fine. Eyes on that. Flaps up, and with that, we will turn on the autopilot. Reminder that 11,000 is our transition altitude. All terrain is now below us. I will double check. There is some terrain here, so we will keep this on until we are clear of the terrain. So we don't have any actual visual outside of the cockpit. And with that, I will be shutting off. Did I forget to close? Oh wait, no, the overhead panel is still on. There you go. Maybe not quite. Everything. We'll do it like that. I will go to the outside to show you guys, but you cannot see the aircraft outside. It is also quite loud, so there's no real reason to go outside. I always forget, is there a knob? Yeah, I know one of these turns up the brightness on the... Is there a light? Oh, there isn't. Never mind. I thought there was a light under here, like it is in some other aircraft, but there's not. Alright, still 8,000. Going to wait till we're clear of 8,000 before I turn off the terrain radar. Because again... Oh, disarm the spoilers. Forgot about that. By 1,000 feet. Because that's how they usually do it. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and just look at this. We need to have climb to 140 at Renault, then 240 at Torib, and then continue to Ombez. Alright, we'll go ahead and raise this to our cruising altitude, which is 370. And we can go ahead and turn terrain on our ND off so we can keep our weather on. This can go off now, our takeoff lights. Perfect. Alright, and with that, we are on our way down to Jakarta International. Wunderbar. And with that, as we reach 11,000 feet, since this is about the same time, we can also switch our mode to standard. Alright, well, I'll be monitoring the aircraft throughout the climb. There's not much else to look at, so I will see you guys once we reach the top of climb. Alright, and with that we just reached our top of descent. Or top of climb, I should say. Our top of descent will be a little bit. But we got about 2 hours of this flight, so I'll give you some outside shots, but brace your ears for this one. As you can see, not much over there at all. So, yeah, that is that. So anyways, again, this is going to be a very terribly interesting flight, unfortunately. It's kind of a takeoff landing situation with not a whole lot happening outside, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you once I arrive at the top of descent. Alrighty, y'all. Top of descent is in 80 nautical miles, so that's just about the time when we will be setting up for descent. So we'll go ahead and go to our perf page. We'll go ahead and get our landing informaciones. Charts, connect, please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get the weather information. 1007 for the QNH. 1007. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, pretty warm. 250 at 6 knots. 250 at 6 knots. I was going to do via no transition, but frankly, doing it via OPGAG would be easier. So we'll clear this discontinuity, make it a straight shot, because we're going to be approaching from the northwest, so up here, and so that should be an easy transition. Plus that gives us some extra space so that when we approach, we don't have any issue. Let me check the weather and see if there's somewhat low visibility and clouds at 12,000. So I say we go with a radio altimeter just to be safe in case this degrades. It is modified VFR, so actually we have to use this. So put that in. And actually, we might even have to do Cat 2. Is there more than just this? Website did not need to pull 2 of them open. Let me check the Cat 2 charts on my phone, just in case we need to pull those ones up. Approach. Let's look laser 25 to the left. Do we have precision other than just the ILS? No, we don't. Okay. Because that's an RMP. So we'll just have to. Let me just read through these just to double check and see the visibility. 800 meters, 1700 meters for 30. Oh, that's for that to be out. So 800 meters. It's at 8,000 right now, and cloud cover at ceiling of 12,000. So that should be fine. You guys can see on the first off the screen that we do have the turbulence. We have had the seatbelt signs off for this whole time. Probably should have turned them off at some point, but these are virtual passengers after all. I don't mean to be rude or step outside the realm of realism, but frankly also it's not terribly big of a deal. Yeah, alright. So we will set this to go once we reach the 10. Yep, there is turbulence. Glad we kept this going. Actually, we are going to start this descent early, just so we can try to get underneath the clouds. See if we can get to some better atmosphere. Yep. We are getting under the clouds. Still quite rocky, but it's better than trying to climb way above, because if you climb above, you deal with the potential of stuff. Oh, hey, that's lightning, and you guys can't really see this, but there's rain coming at us. So, yeah, we're in a thunderstorm, or a little bit of a one. So I'm glad I started the set early, so we could just get out of this. So we'll keep our eyes out. Airport altitude is 28, so it's relatively close to. Yep, and there we go. We are starting our more rapid descent now. I am going to keep my eyes forward for any further cloud coverage. It doesn't look like we're getting any. Alright, and so we are turning towards our final approach point here at Jakarta, so that will be Opgig, I believe it's called. 15,000, I will also turn on the terrain radar. What else am I going to do? Everything's pretty much set up. I gotta turn the lights on at 10,000. I don't want to do everything all at the same time, so I'm trying to space these out. 15,000, check the weather, and turn on terrain radar. Terrain radar will be quick and easy. At 13,000, switch the things over to 1,000 to whatever the QNH is for the airport. Excuse me. Then after that, towards the rest of the descent, from 10,000 to 4,000 or so, check that everything is, that the aircraft is configured for landing. Once we intercept, I will set the altitude to 6,000 for go round. Landing lights will be on at 10,000 as well. And then at 1,000, I will take manual control of the aircraft to as we approach the runway. At actually, we do need to increase speed brakes. At, speaking of which, 15,000. At 500 feet, not 500 feet. And then we'll flare, land the plane, and everything will be good. So 13,000 is slowly approaching. 13,000, we will change QNH, and I did confirm it is still 1007 with QNH. So there we go. Reduce that to 1007. Same thing here. Oh, they're synced up. Perfect. Everything looks good there. As well as arm seatbelts. I will start doing the check as well. Auto brake set to low. Ground spoilers are armed. Protective wind shear warning is on. System 1 is on. Multi-scan auto, GCS auto, both on. The TCAS is on. Soon approaching 10,000. I will reduce this down to 3,000 just so that we are within this. Let me double check and see the altitude for intersecting. Yep, it's 3,000, so I want this to be down there. Once again, at 10,000, we turn off the lights. And yeah, everything will be good. So, yep, let's do it. Alright, and that is 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Can't see anything. Looks like a ship down there. Alright, this is reducing to 250 knots. We do have to achieve 190. I am going to extend the speed brakes just a bit, just so we can catch up to our descent marker. Once we're within 10 nautical miles of final, we will extend our gears. I'll extend those speed brakes now. In case of go around, we will fly runway heading, climbing 3,000 feet towards Beblo, left towards Opik, climbing at 550, maximum of 220 knots throughout this, all the way until Ato, following Sabva, then Ato, then Lemag. We can go up to 6,000, Irvop, then Ubnox, then hold until we are cleared for another approach. I will set 6,000, allow the computer to fly it. If necessary, and the computer is unable to fly it, I will double check and make sure that this is in here. Beblo is correct. Go ahead and join this on while we're at it. It should be good. 248. Yes, it is 248. So the course has been corrected. This made fuel on board 5.8. That should be more than enough for a few tries. Okay. Alright, yep. Aircraft is configured. Actually, there's the runways now. You can barely see them right here and there. We are landing on this far runway over to this side. So that's why it looks like we're a little bit lower than we need to be. Or a little higher than we need to be, I should say. Got a little bit of a tailwind, which is rocking us a little bit, but when we churn into the wind, it should be a little bit nicer. Currently 15 nautical miles out. We'll wait for this to stabilize. There comes the wind, or the rain, I should say. So low braking action. We still should be good with brake slow. And as we straighten out, I'll go ahead and set the localizer. We'll just take this all the way down to 3,000. Ooh, hello. 5,000. Throttle idle. Flaps 2. This is maintaining about 180, which is what we kind of actually prefer usually. So slight crosswind, mostly a headwind, so should be nice. I'll keep this on this map until we land, and then I'll switch it over to the other one so we can taxi. We'll be taxiing straight into the gates over here, but approaching 3,000. And we'll go ahead and hit that approach button so we can get that glide slope in. Glide slopes get captured. We'll hit flaps 3. Flaps 3 is the final config we'll be using. Glide slope captured. Go ahead and increase this to 6,000 for afterwards. And we can see that the computer has fully put in the missed approach procedure. So in case of missed approach, we will gun the things back up to Toga and lift off as normal. Looks like we are not going to have much rain on approach. I'm going to turn the first officer's thing all the way down, just to keep that in sight. That is 10 nautical miles. Drop gear. Alright. Once again, I will take manual control at 1,000, 2,500. Cross check. Yep. Let's have low, slow windshield wipers. Spoilers, arm, flaps full, nope. Actually, since the aircraft is rocking, I'll take it a little early. At 1,200 feet. Goodness me. Alright. My control. One 1,000 feet, Mr. Approach altitude set. Tilt over to the side just a little bit. Just a bit. Not too much, not too much. To keep that still in. There we go. Don't want to overcorrect now. And straighten that back. Keep the nose up just a bit. You're drooping a little low.
400 above.
And back down we go.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
Too low, flaps.
200.
Too low, flaps.
I told you I was using config 3.
Flaps. Too low, flaps.
100.
Oh hush.
Too low, flaps.
50.
Too low,
40.
flaps.
30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
Ooh, I am pretty happy with that one. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and apply some reverse thrust. There we go. And that was a pretty sneaky good landing. Besides the computer yelling at me about the flaps, but yeah, I don't know why. I said I was going to do config 3. Maybe someone else can explain why that didn't work, but worked perfectly fine, in my opinion. Go ahead, slow down here a little bit as we pull this up. Also go ahead and turn off this. Turn these off. Start the process for the APU. We'll go ahead and take apron C then, since that's where we're taxing right now. Be those gates straight ahead of us. This isn't the proper space for where they park, I'm sure, but it is what it is. Go ahead and start that APU. Let's go ahead and give this puppy a little bit of extra juice. Come on. Keep it going. Excuse me. That was a very good landing, if I do say so myself. Being the first video on this channel, I'm very happy that this is going to be the one that it starts off with. Alright. Oh, really? This thing is... I forget just how stinking heavy the classic edition of the A320 is. We'll go on this one here. There's no lines leading into it, so we will just make it kind of ourselves. I can see the line now. Go ahead and turn off the lights. Then we'll throw on the APU bleed, just have that ready to go for when we shut down. And I'm going to go to external view to park this thing. We don't quite have a guy here, so we'll just have to do it externally. I know this kind of breaks the immersiveness, but it's what I can do. All I can do. Yeah, I missed the line. Oh well. That looks a lot closer than it actually is. Alright, anyways, we'll go ahead and shut down left engine. Keep the brake fans on, because obviously some of these brakes are still quite hot. And right engine. Engine successfully shut off. Watch this. That's looking good. We'll go ahead and throw off the beacon light. Spoilers are disarmed. Go ahead and set that to unlock now that this is done, and we could go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs. And turn off the windshield wipers. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Soekarno-Hatta International Airport in Jakarta. I am going to check the country this is from before I say it, because many people will get offended at me if I don't say it properly. Indonesia. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Jakarta, Indonesia. Beautiful airport, in my opinion. Beautiful design. This kind of symmetrical design that we have going on, that we got going on here. Very, very, very nice. Lovely, jubbly little thing. Well, not a little, big thing. We have arrived here. City Leak. For City Link Flight 999er19er, as requested by Discord. If you guys have any other flights that you want to suggest, feel free to leave them in the comment section below or in the Discord. I will try to get to all of them. I'm a small YouTuber, so there's a very good chance I do actually get to all of them because I don't get many suggestions. So if you want yours to be the one that comes up next, though, there is a link in my Discord to pay to have your suggestion be float next. I can do a lot of different things. I know how to fly everything from the A320 to the A380, from the 737 to the 747, and everything in between, pretty much. If I don't know, I can quite quickly learn. I know E-jets, so E195, E295, E145s, or that doesn't exist, sorry, E175. I know ERJs relatively well. I know CRJs, so your CRJ 700s, 600s, A330s, A350s, 787s, 777s, 757s. Even your prop aircraft. If you want me to fly a Baron, Cessna, Cub, whatever, I will fly it. I will try and learn to fly it. I've had suggestions to fly some pretty absurd aircraft before. If you want me to do like bush trips, I could do those. Kind of showing off stuff. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much. I know this is a little bit of a plug, but again, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll try and collect them somehow. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. God bless each and every one of you, and peace. This has been Papa Duck, signing off.